What's up guys, Kelsick here. Welcome back to another video. It's a beautiful day here in Antigua, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up and how to hit a rail kiteboarding. Let's go.
1, 3, 5, go!
Coming from the wild West Indies.
Alrighty guys, so before we talk about hitting a rail, obviously you need a rail to actually ride on. Most kite spots don't have a rail, so you're probably going to have to build one yourself. Here you can see our rail here in Antigua. Super simple setup. Basically we just have a 6-inch PVC pipe that we cut some holes in it to fit some, I think, 3x4s. And then the legs are basically just 4-prong legs, so it has like an X on the bottom of each leg, and that's basically the setup. It's super simple. I'm not by any means a carpenter or a builder, but with a help from a friend of mine, Sean, if you're watching this, big ups, thanks for helping bring this rail back to life. It's fairly simple to build it, and then yeah, the only other thing you need after actually building the rail is obviously you need a fairly flat spot to lay it on the ground, which we luckily have here. We have this little seaweed bank which is perfect for sitting the rail on too. And then we also have some sandbags that just hold the rail down, because even though the pipe's quite heavy, the wood is still quite floaty, so it does want to like float up. So we just have some simple sandbags and some rocks holding it down. So yeah, this is not a super detailed how to build a rail, but hopefully just seeing our setup will maybe give some ideas on how to go about kind of building your own. Alright, so that's enough about how to build it. Now let's talk about how to actually hit a rail, and this will be super useful for if you're hitting a rail, a kicker, basically hitting any sort of obstacle on a kite. These techniques will basically be the same. So let's go. Whoop. Okay, so hitting rails is pretty interesting. It's all about the setup of the rail. Basically you want to have the rail just downwind, so if you were to actually come off your edge and ride downwind, the angle that you ride is pretty much the angle that you want to have the rail set up. So you always want your rail, kicker, whatever obstacle you're hitting to be slightly off the wind. And the longer the rail is, it's kind of the more downwind it needs to be for you to get a good slide. But the key things you'll notice when trying to find the right angle is if you're getting pulled off the upwind side, it means the rail is too downwind. If you're getting pulled off the downwind side, it means the rail is too upwind. So you want to kind of mess around with the angle, get it to where it's kind of in the middle, and then once you start getting full slides, you've kind of got the perfect angle for the rail. But with that said, you definitely can control that a little bit with the angle that you ride and the angle that you approach. And then if you've never actually hit a rail, the rail like what we have is actually quite hard to hit because it's a pipe, so the sliding surface is not that wide. I would actually recommend building a flat rail so you have a bit more of a sliding surface, so a much more stable platform to slide on. And yeah, hitting rails can be a bit interesting depending on if you're in a spot where the wind's always changing, because you kind of need a fairly steady wind direction for you to get consistent hits on a rail. Okay guys, so yeah, that's just a quick little lesson on how to hit a rail, how to set a rail up. You know, not many places that have kiteboarding have any sort of features like a kicker or a rail. So going to a cable park and stuff like that is a great way to kind of get used to hitting rails. And once you're feeling comfy, you can potentially try and build one yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you ever want to come out and hit our little kite park in Antigua, reach out to us on kelsickiteboarding.com. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to head over to our Patreon page to help support videos like this one, and also kind of get access to some more tips and tricks. So yeah guys, that's it. Hope everyone's doing well, and see you guys soon in another video. Peace, love, and big ups.